I needed a new used car, and I decided to buy it online for my first time ever. And I used Carvana, and this is my experience of using Carvana to buy a car. Hi, everybody. My name is Mark Fisher, and this is my channel, Las Vegas Travel and More. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and the notification button. Anyway, like I said, I had a 2016 Ford Fusion that I bought in 2016, 8 years ago, and it had 291,000 miles, and it was time to actually get a new used car. My 2016 was not going to pass smog, and there was more repair work necessary to keep it on the road rather than just going ahead and buying a new used car. Well, I hadn't bought a car in 8 years, and I was kind of wary of going into the car dealerships or the used car lots in order to be able to buy a vehicle. So I decided I'd start looking on YouTube and watch videos about buying a car. There's some interesting videos on there. There's a father and son team. The father was the car salesman and the head of sales for dealerships for over 43 years. And they've got great videos. And they went through the whole negotiating process and tips as to what you need to do when buying a used car. And I watched them, and they were helpful. And a few things I learned from them I was able to use in buying my car at this time. But it reminded me that nothing really has changed in the car sales business. When I was 17 years old, 18 years old, I lived in Southern California, and I sold cars at Felix Chevrolet over by the USC campus in the Coliseum for about 3 months. And they use the same sales technique today that they used back then in the late 70s, where basically you are working the client or the customer over and over and over to try and get the best price for the dealership, not for the person buying the car, and try to make the most money and try and make it a very miserable experience for the buyer. Well, I didn't want to go through that again. So it helped me to watch these videos. So I decided, I wonder what it's like. I see here in Las Vegas, there's this car elevator over by the Rio Hotel called Carvana. And so I decided maybe I should check into that and seeing about buying a car online. So what I did was I already knew what I wanted to get. I wanted to get, I love the Ford Fusion. They don't make them anymore brand new. And so I thought, well, I'd like to get a used Ford Fusion that's not as old as the one that I had and also was low mileage. And I was looking for something around 90 to 100,000 miles or less. But I decided I'd start to look. So I started looking on Carvana on their website, and I found 2017 Ford Fusion SE, which is the top of the line model for them. And it only had 57,700 and something miles on it. And I couldn't believe it, particularly for the price that it had. One of the things I learned in watching the videos that I told you about on YouTube from this car salesman and his son is that you want to get the total out the door price. You don't want to just go in on the price that they have. You want to make sure that includes the taxes, any other fees, the registration or whatever, the title fees. You wanted to make sure you had all those in there so you knew exactly what you were going to be paying for. Well, when you go to a car dealer, they negotiate those things and they put all sorts of garbage fees in there. But the nice thing about Carvana is the fee is what it is. There's no haggling. They tell you what the price is of the vehicle, and then they tell you what the taxes and title fees would be on top of that. And so you get the actual price of what it's going to be, and you can't negotiate with them. Now, I didn't have a car to trade in. I didn't have a trade in because my car that I have, I'm just going to sell it privately, and I wouldn't get very much for it as a trade in anyway. So I decided to go ahead and not negotiate, but put in an offer on the vehicle. Now, the nice thing about Carvana, and I'm sure it's like this with other places too, is that you get all the details, you get photographs. You don't get to see the vehicle before you actually put in the offer to buy it, but you see inside and out photographs of the vehicle. you get a complete vehicle history report. You get a Carfax report. So you can tell if there's been any accidents, who the owners were, how many miles they actually drove on it. It's all there in the Carfax report and in the report that Carvana does. So you know pretty much what the history of the vehicle is. And also they do a complete 150-point inspection, and they're guaranteeing or saying that the car is in great shape. But the nice thing about buying a car sight unseen from Carvana is that when you do finally get the vehicle and drive it off the lot, you have 7 days, and you can return the vehicle for any reason in that 7 days, no questions asked. So the smart thing to do, which is what I did, was when I got the vehicle, I took it to a mechanic to independently get it inspected. And of course, they confirmed that the vehicle was in great shape, just the way Carvana told me it was. And then the 7 days passed, and I basically had the vehicle. So you do have a time period where you can actually test drive it for 7 days, up to 400 miles, see if you like it, that type of thing. So that gave me some peace of mind in terms of buying a vehicle online. So what I did was I put in an offer online, and I told them how much of a down payment I was going to put down. And I got approved for their financing like right then and there. It told me exactly what my payment was going to be and what my terms were going to be. And I thought, wow, this is basically what I'm looking for. Payment was a little higher than I wanted, but it still was a good payment at a good price for the vehicle. The other thing I did too was I went to the Kelley Blue Book website and actually checked what the Blue Book value would be of the vehicle that I was going to buy from Carvana, with the amount of miles that it had and the features that it had and all that. And the price that they had on there was right in the range where where the Kelley Blue Book said that the car was worth. So I felt confident that they weren't trying to rip me off or anything like that in terms of the price. I submitted the offer online, and it was within minutes that I got the offer approved. And then the next step, I didn't know what was going to happen next, but basically it said, well, you're approved, but we may need some items and things like that. So I'm thinking, okay. But then they wanted me to go ahead and submit proof of insurance, which I called my insurance agent and got the temporary proof of insurance and put that up there. And also my driver's license to prove who I was. And then the next thing they said, they wanted to know, did I want the vehicle delivered to my house, or did I want to go pick it up at the car elevator showroom down by the Rio Hotel? And of course, no, I didn't want to have it delivered to my house. I wanted to go see how this worked with the car elevator. So this was a Friday that I put the offer in and got accepted, and they could have delivered it to my house on Saturday, or I could go pick it up on Sunday afternoon at 4:30 in the afternoon. So I picked the Sunday afternoon time slot. Anyway, during the next couple of days, I kept waiting for some other shoe to drop or some other problem to arise or anything like that. And nothing like that happened whatsoever. So I had my neighbor drive me down to the Carvana car elevator over by the Rio Hotel so I could go see what was going on and pick up my car. And here I am in front of the car elevator building over there by the Rio Hotel. And it's on a side street. There was nobody else there except for the attendant, the car salesman person who basically is an attendant there. And this is inside the little place where you walk in the lobby. And the table over there on the right is where she goes over the paperwork with you. I pre-signed the paperwork online for the agreement, so I was had plenty of time to review it and initial and sign everything. And it did have the 7-day, I could return it guarantee in there. So I didn't have any problem with doing any of that. So then I only had to meet with her. This is her right here and me sitting at the table. All I had to do was initial and sign the transfer of title paperwork needed for the state of Nevada so that the car would become mine. Now, I would have to handle the registration after that happened. So I asked questions like, hey, do I need to get the oil changed on the vehicle? No, that's all been done already beforehand. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, well, in Nevada, when I bought the car in the past, I had to wait till I got this thing called a green slip. And then I had to make an appointment or go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, stand in line and register my vehicle. And she said, no. Once your 7-day, trial period expires, in other words, after I've kept it for 7 days and I'm happy with the vehicle, Carvana would then handle the title transfer from Carvana to me with the state of Nevada. And then when that was done, I would get an email with a number or code that I needed. And then I could just register the vehicle online myself. And I could either keep my existing license plates that I have, or they'll send me new license plates. It was that easy. It was that easy to get this all done and to be able to get the registration done. So she was really attentive, very helpful, and answered my questions. The next thing that happens is you walk over to the elevator, and this is it here. On the left is a machine that looks like a big slot machine. And then the glass windows are straight ahead, and that's where your vehicle comes down to. And then they hand you, she walks me over there and shows me to go over there. And then they hand you this token. And I have the token right here. They give you an extra one that you get to keep. And I have the token here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. The token, here it is, right? And basically they give you this token for you to put into the slot machine and pull the handle so the elevator will go up and get your vehicle. And this is the front and back of the token here that they give you. And here I am. My neighbor took this photograph of me, and I've got the token, and I'm saying, do I put it in here? Yes, you do. There I am with the token. And on the left, you'll see like a video screen go where the elevator goes up to get my car out of the glass elevator. And there I am. I'm very happy. I'm going to pull the slot machine lever. And then I do it, and then the elevator goes up the glass building. And I'm going to show you briefly a quick video of the vehicle coming down for me to see for the first time. And there it is, the 2017 Ford Fusion SE. It had 57,760 miles on it. It's red, which I haven't had a red car in a long time. And I wanted to get a white one, but that's okay. This one was a better deal, and the red looked really, really sharp. So then I basically was able to go through the vehicle and look at it right there. And here's a close-up of the front of the vehicle, and it looked like a brand new car. I was floored. I mean, this is a 7-year-old vehicle, and I'm thinking, oh, it's going to have some wear and tear. This thing had a couple of really minor scratches on the outside of it, but nothing major at all. And then it looked like a new car inside and out. I even expected wear and tear on the interior, and there was nothing like that. Here I am outside the car. And then this is the interior. It's like a beige vinyl interior, like a really nice vinyl. It looks like fake leather, but it's very nice. It has power seats, which is what I wanted. My other car did not have that. It also has the air conditioning vents in the back. My other car did not have that. And it also has, other features that my earlier version did not have, like being able to tell me if somebody is on my left hand or right hand side so I don't hit them, things like that. And the car was in immaculate shape inside. Like I said, beige interior with black carpeting. And here's inside the trunk. And they gave me four new floor mats black that matched the car exactly. And they were included in the deal, and I put them in there. Big trunk. Here I am, I'm looking under the hood. and I checked out everything under the hood, and it looked fantastic. And like I said, I had 7 days to take it, and I took it the next day to a mechanic to check out the vehicle, and they didn't find any problems with it whatsoever. And I was just very happy with the vehicle. Just sight on, first time seeing it, it was love at first sight, and I was shocked at how nice the car was. And here I am with the vehicle here, right before I decided to drive away with it. And I'm going to show you that right now. I was very happy with the way that it drove. I was very happy with the way it was easy to get it used to, because it had similar controls as my 2016 Ford Fusion, just a nicer version, and it had a few extra things in it. I was able to sync my phone immediately to it, Bluetooth, and I drove it over to show my mother what I'd bought, and I was really happy with the purchase. And I have to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, my buying experience with Carvana was a 10 out of 10. Now, I decided before I did this video to check what other, experience videos have people had on YouTube. And a lot of people had bad experiences. I was noticing that, and I'm sorry that that happened. But, my experience was positive. I've never bought a car online before. I always bought it from the dealer. And they couldn't have made it easier. It was so easy to buy and to get, approved and get the insurance taken care of. And then the 7 days was expired. And now I've got the title taken care of by Carvana. Next thing I'm going to do is register the car. And I'm very happy with it. And this car is going to last me for another good 6 or 7 years. And I couldn't have better praise for Carvana. And I don't know, other people may have different experiences, but I had a great experience with Carvana. So if you're thinking about looking for a newer used car, check out Carvana. I mean, you can't go wrong. And like I said, if you're worried at all, you do have that 7-day period in which you can try it out. If you don't like it, return it. There's no questions asked. You can go ahead and get another car instead. And it was just a great experience. So that was my experience buying Carvana. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. And the car is working great, and I'm very comfortable with it. And so I just wanted to share that with you, all my viewers here at Las Vegas Travel and More. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I not only do videos about Las Vegas, but I do videos about travel around the world. I just recently did a video with my friend who just got back from safari on Africa. And, I do lots of different videos. I also do videos, because I've lived here in Las Vegas for 34 years. I do videos about, where the locals go, where are great places to eat, what are the things to see, where can I save money while I'm in Las Vegas, rather than just staying at the casinos at the Strip and, spend a lot of money there. So if you would, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, hit the notification button whenever I put out a video. You'll be notified so that you can see it. If you have any questions or comments about this video or anything about my channel, please go down below and write in the comment section or questions. I answer everything and I check everything, and I really appreciate the feedback. If you'd like to support my channel, you can buy me a coffee. There's a link in the video description down below, and any money I get from people buying me a coffee or anything like that just goes right back into the channel, so I can do more videos. And then finally, I'd like to say, if you'd like to also become a member of my channel, you just go to the YouTube channel page for my channel, Las Vegas Travel and More, on your PC or laptop. And right next to the subscribe button, there's a button that says join. And you just click on that, and there's a short little video that'll tell you about the different perks that you get by becoming a member of the channel. So if you're interested in supporting the channel that way, that's how you do it. You can't do it, unfortunately, from a cell phone, but you can from a PC or laptop. And I want to thank those people that are already members and supporting the channel, and also my great subscribers as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed my car buying experience. It handled a lot of stress for me, and I'm just very happy that it's all done, and I got a great deal, and I also got a great car out of the whole thing. And I hope you do too when you have your experience with Carvana. Anyway, until the next time, everybody, bye bye. Have a great day.